Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper. Let's get out a new minion here. What do we get? Little Graha? That's fine. Let's go ahead and continue on the main story quest here, and we're gonna help Matsya get back to his village, make sure he's alright. You do not see Matsya nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a better vantage point. Alright. Got it. We can't fly. Nope. Alright, destination. You do not see Matsya from here, either. No, no! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help! Matsya's voice, and it came from the north. Doo-doo. Hope he's alright. Alright, let's get out wing sauce while we're at it. Alright. There we go. Okay, Matsya? Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Arcasadara were being targeted. Surely you have as well? Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know, the ocean all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care to not travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are, but I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken it to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the Old Tongue, it means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us. Really? You think I had you peddling fish? But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit to Akiyali? Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it. Going off on his own again. Did he learn nothing? Hour of Zot. So 'tis the simulacra of the Thavnarian gods that have been summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be done now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. As you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Akiyali. Alright. Don't want to ride that mount. Sometimes the mount roulette gives me mounts that are too big. This would be a neat mount, the elephant. You know what? Where is my... Where'd they put that? Not accessories. The items? No. Collection? Need this. There we go. To the south. 133 to the south. Let's go... We might as well, you know, be on the lookout for aether currents so that we can start flying in this zone. It's fun not being able to fly in the zones and really being on the lookout for it. Northwest. Never eat soggy waffle. Aha! See it. Help? Get me up there. Go. Grab this one. And then we'll continue on to Akiyali. You thought my pronunciations with Kugane were bad. Endwalker's not going to be any better. Northeast. Excuse me. Well, let's just continue on to Akiyali and get the rest when we can. Matsya. Welcome to Akiyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that, but please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Hasvedya. They're free at the moment, as it happens. Right? Kanga? You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Matsya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are divinities. Their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Okay. Stenian, what are you finding out down here? You're just looking out at the ocean? Mark you that platform out on the water. Some manner of shrine, perhaps? Is that where... I think it is. There's a fate that goes there. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Prick up your ears then and listen. In ancient times, the Matsya and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Matsya, I'm gonna say Mansua all the time. Matsya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Matsya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Matsya have worn animal faces and the Murga the limbs of men. Interesting. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust? While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. What's he got for us? Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. They're Matsya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Cinderuva, a goddess of wisdom. For this alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Cinderuva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Minderuva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. Interesting. In like fashion to the Matsya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, may I ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaja's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Arkosadara. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Radzat-Han, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. It is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance, an alchemist by the name of Nadana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Did you say you're going to see Nadana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. Did I say she's beautiful? I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. Right, my friend. Uh-oh, it's getting cloudy out. Search for Nadana. Row 8 to the northeast. Ooh. Bum, bum, bum. $185 to the east. Let's go see if we can't get an aether current without having to go down below. Ah, shoot. Alright, we'll be back for that one. Go find Nadana. The music. Get the great work unlocked here too. Power of Zot. Uh-oh. If there was a battle, there's a conspicuous lack of blood. In such manner did we find them. What could have befallen these people? What in the world? Excuse me. Okay?
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
You're with our friend Cryo.
Of course! You're the one Cryo sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Uh-oh.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
Now, see here.
Stinian.
Come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
I love it.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nadana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Where'd they take Stinian? Oh gosh. The humor of this, like, story right here is so good. Let me grab this real quick. I don't ever use these, but might as well grab it, and then we'll attune. Now let's head inside. Oh, I got something new, didn't I? Ooh. Those are pretty good looking. I'm not upset that they took away our other gloves, but can I glamour again? Where is it? Go. Apply. There. Okay. We're ready. Nadana! Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, Vesper is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here's where you and your blessing of light come in. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Alright. Bum, bum, bum. And they said go this way? No. How to get up there? How to get up there? Oh, this way. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Nadana. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of aether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Drunken Deepa. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat, commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow and do not fall behind. Okay. Drunken Deepa. Doing something. It says please stand back, but I thought we were supposed to be next to it. Oh, okay. You are struck by a powerful blast of aether, but suffer no ill effects. Alright, let's do it again. Excuse me, my cough is pretty bad today. Still getting over the Rona. Okay, stand back. Nothing. Alright, again. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirming. Resuming test. Please follow. Bowel integrity. Yeah, man, I'm good. Stand back. Blessing of Light appears to be keeping us safe from harm. Subject fortitude rated impressive. No irregularities confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for final discharge. Okay, stand back. And gather. Strongest blast of aether yet, but survived completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. Alright, I've got the Drunken Deepa. Ah, you've returned and not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the Deepa off your hands. Can I have him as a pet? Thank you. I shall replenish its aether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There's no risk that the tower will corrupt your aether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it. Spiritweed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arcasadora travel alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajya's Footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Alright, let's go get the Spiritweed. Do do do. Do do do. Do do. There she is. Alright, Nadana. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out, Vesper! Oi. There we go. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're all right, I hope. Good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. Alright, let's get on our mount. How are we on Aether? Southeast. That's out of our way. And here we are, Kajya's Footsteps. Kajya was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to the place of, to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is the spiritweed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. You stand back, whatever you are. Ah! I didn't mean come and get me. Go. Alright, we'll stand guard over Nadana over here.
Yes, that would be Radzat Han.
Ah.
Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me of the satrap?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzat Han. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzat Han to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Uh-oh. And Daniel.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something? Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans.
He doesn't know we're here.
I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned. For we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
So he's gonna let them make the talisman. Van Daniel... He doesn't know we're here either, I don't think. I have enough spiritweed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Sure. I'm gonna do this. Hope that Van Daniel's not there anymore. I don't want to run into him. Alright. Back up here. And can we find out what happened to Estinian? Like, is he okay? Is he done being poked and prodded? Right, Nadana. Vesper, my thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Thank you. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the Talisman. Ah, you are both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nadana. It would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. What? But when last I looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Vesper, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant Skull? In case you're not familiar, Giant Skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenua. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of hamsa, Mistress Nadana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Alright. Well, we'll go get this ore, but I think we're gonna go get the ore next time. So for now, we're gonna stay out of the rain. And we're going to end the episode here. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.